Well, number one, we're extremely confident in the roster we put together to come back this fall. I think, first of all, we've got incredible leadership coming back. We were extremely motivated this offseason. We only had a couple guys graduate last year, and we have only lost a few guys over the past 7 months. So a lot of guys coming back. I think we have 16 seniors from last year's team that will be seniors this year. So those guys had an incredible offseason in the winter and the fall or the spring. Made huge gains in the weight room with skill development just overall. So we felt very confident, coming in or after the spring, and then made some key additions in recruiting, this summer and throughout during signing day. So this is definitely the most talented roster we've ever had. Goals are always to be the best. Anything we do, we want to be the best at. We want to be the best team in the country. We want to be a national champion, and we know that there's a lot of work in order to do that. But of course, we want to be number one. Yeah, Donovan was such an incredible student athlete, just great, young man. Obviously, he's a tough one to replace, but we feel really confident in Caleb Jeantois coming back. He's local guy, has really developed, he had some experience, had an incredible spring. We brought in Isaiah Best, a transfer quarterback, who's done an excellent job this summer. So those two are the older guys that are going to be getting a lot of reps. And then Cedric Hill is another guy who had a really good spring as a freshman. Last year he'll be a redshirt freshman that's got an incredible arm, some playmaking ability. So we feel really confident with that quarterback room. And we've got a freshman coming in, lefty, that can really spin it. So we feel really good about that room. We've got two older guys, two younger guys, and I think there's going to be a lot of great competition. Yeah, number one is the offensive line. And the defensive line. So that's why you feel really confident going into the season, because I think we have four starters coming back on the O-line. We've brought in a couple key transfers, and we've got a lot of guys with depth and experience and have started games for the Yellow Jackets. So starts up front, with the offense, and then defensive line. We've got all conference players there in the interior. We've got great edge players. And then, even with the linebackers in the box that we've got coming in. So we feel really confident with, the tackle box. And I think that's what decides football games. The offensive line, the defensive line, your backfield and your linebackers. And that's definitely, a major upgrade from last season. And that's really where we feel confident in this program. And also you look at our kicker, Brendan Schmidt, returning our long snapper as well, Chris Crowder. I mean, those two guys coming back solidify the specialists and our special teams, and then you've got, our strength of our program is in our offense and defensive line. It all starts for me with George Shell. He's been with me for 8 years. I think he's one of the best coaches in the country at any level. Just a phenomenal teacher of the game and really understands, defense and how to lead and teach. So he's a huge factor in what we do. And then Ramon Lee is a guy that's been in our program as a wide receiver coach. We promoted him to offensive coordinator, so he's going to be calling the plays, and that allowed me to be more of a head coach and get on all three phases of the ball. So really excited about Ramon. He kind of added some new energy to the offense, and he was one of the best players probably in Mountain East history. So he's excited to get going with the offense.